What's up, YouTube? It's Maverick, and I'm back with a Warzone update for you. As you know by now, Season 6 launched today. So if you haven't been able to play it yet, I highly encourage you to hop in, play. There are some fun game modes and some great changes that have been made to the map. First off, as you know, in a previous video that I made, they've added the subway system to it. I'll come out with some videos later on showing actually how it works. But essentially, once you get into the train and the train takes off, your screen goes black, and just like a second or two later, it pops up in another station. So it's not like you actually have to travel along the tracks in the trains, in the subway like I figured you would. So another thing is this new game mode, the Armored Royale, which you get an armored Big Bertha, you drive around, shoot people, and there's like buy stations where you can add more armor to it, you can repair it, and different things like that. Looks like a fun game mode. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but it is something I'm looking forward to playing in the future. We also got two new guns, the sniper rifle and the assault rifle. I'm currently trying to level up the sniper rifle now. I think it's going to be a pretty good one. It's actually under the marksman category. If you go looking for it, you have to get to tier 15 on the battle pass to unlock it. The assault rifle has an integrated suppressor, and from my understanding, it's even more powerful than the CR56 AMAX. But you get that at level 31 of the battle pass, so I'm still working on trying to get to that. What I really want to go over today is the patch notes, patch 1.27, which is the season 6 start of season 6 patch. So let's hop on over and talk about some of the stuff that they have done to this most recent patch. First, as I was talking about, you got the new update with the subway system, Armored Royale, two new operators, Farah and Nikolai. You get the two new weapons, the SPR-208, which is basically the R700 sniper rifle from previous classes or previous games, the AS-Val, which is that integrated suppressor assault rifle. A lot of people are saying that it kind of plays more like an SMG, so once I get that, that's going to be interesting to see. We get several multiplayer maps. We get a new Tank Factory. Broadcast is brought back. That was an old map from a previous game. You get a couple of, you get a gunfight map, which is Station, which is basically a train station, smaller train station. New ground war map, which is Riverside, so that's part of Verdansk. We do get a new multiplayer mode, and that's Kill Streak Confirmed. So I'm not 100% sure what that is. It's going to be something I do look forward to playing later on. We'll check that out. And a new finishing move, which is a vampire bat. Basically, it's just the Raven. It's just been reskinned as a bat instead of the Raven. It does the same animations and everything like that. We get some later in-season updates for Halloween, the Haunting of Verdansk, and that's going to be like a zombie mode from my understanding. And we're getting a lot more skins and stuff for our operators. All right, we're starting off. We get some new playlist updates. They're bringing back Ground War instead of the Ground War revamped or whatever, remastered. I can't remember what it was called. Gunfight, a Blueprint Customs, Face Off on Station. That's a 2v2 on Station, which is the new map. Kill Streak Confirmed, like we talked about, and a Season 6 Mosh Pit. That's a misspelling there. It's supposed to be Mosh Pit. With basically it's just the three new maps that they or two new maps that they brought in for multiplayer. Warzone, it's obviously you got BR quads, trios, duos, or solos. They pretty much have that all the time now. Plunder is trios, and then the Armored Royale quads, which they removed at Mini Royale. Fixes, and this is the big fix here. A couple big fixes. C4 has been nerfed. We got a slight delay when performing the quick detonation, which is double tapping F on the keyboard, square, double tapping square on the PlayStation remote, or double tapping X, I believe, on the Xbox remote. There'll be a slight delay, and they're going to add a beep in to let you know that you've triggered that. Also, they've reduced the throwing velocity by 30%. So you're not going to be able to throw your C4 as far as you used to, which I think that will change some of the gameplay when it comes to throwing C4s, because a lot of people were doing some Hail Mary throws and blowing up vehicles with them and stuff. So, fixed a bug where after reviving a teammate in survival, there will be a 5-second delay before the user is able to use their weapon again. Okay, that's interesting. Fixed an issue where players could obtain unlimited stopping power rounds. So good that that's been fixed. I haven't really seen anybody use that exploit, but I have seen some videos on it. Fix an issue where the defending player had a long respawn timer after the HQ had been taken back and all players were dead while in the match. I don't play HQ that much, but that seems like that could be a pretty big problem, so I'm glad they're fixing that. Fix an issue where it was possible to put a Molotov or a grenade into a planted bomb, causing it to kill a defusing player. Now, that's a pretty big issue. I've also seen throwing knives have been put into them as well. And then when they pick up the bomb to defuse it, it kills them. So that's really, really weird. I'm glad they fixed that one. We move on to weapons. Fix for 2 issues where the player's watch and or heartbeat sensor could not be entirely visible while using the XRK chainsaw attachment on the fin. So you'd only see half of the heartbeat monitor, so it would cause an issue. Like if you heard a beep, but you couldn't see the bottom half of the monitor, you might not know where your enemy is. Fix the bug where explosive and thermite rounds do not function as intended on the chronic variant for the Blunt Force 2 bundle. Not familiar with that one, but it would suck to have to buy that. You bought that bundle and having issues there. Fix an issue where the muzzle selection screen for the Fin LMG was hard to view in the gunsmith menu. I haven't played with the Fin in a while, but I never had that issue when I was playing with the Fin. Fix an issue where the player's left hand would not properly grip the weapon when the 23-inch Romanian barrel was equipped on the AK. Don't ever use the AK, so I haven't run into that, but I do know a lot of people like using that, especially in multiplayer. Fix a few bugs where the prone hipfire view mode or view model positioning was not appearing as intended and could disappear in certain circumstances. Okay. Now here's a big one. Origin 12 reduced very close damage in Warzone. So from what I understand, it's no longer a 2-shot. It's going to be a 3-shot. But hopefully with stopping power, you'll still have that 2-shot. That might still be OP because you could still shoot that thing off pretty quickly. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's still OP or not. But shotguns did get an increased damage on the slugs in Warzone. I don't know if anybody using slugs in Warzone. In fact, I don't know very many people using it in multiplayer either. But I guess if you wanted to throw a scope on that bad boy, try to hit somebody at long distances, you might could. The XRK chainsaw fin, they added a description in the gunsmith noting that attachment does not allow for weapon mounting. Increase the brightness of the tack laser attachment. It seems like there's still a fair amount of people that are using the fin. I do see it as on dead bodies occasionally. All right, Warzone fixed a collision issue in the south corner of the stadium, and from my understanding, there was an issue where they were getting in the wall and be able to shoot people through the wall, but you couldn't see them. People were if that's the issue, people were exploiting it, but you have to be lucky that the storm is going to go in that location. It's kind of pointless, really. Fixed an issue with there was a fence with the white tarp over it near the hospital. There's some tents over there too. Was allowing players to see through it on one side. That's interesting. Fixed an issue where on occasion the train would appear as a white placeholder icon on the map. I've actually run into that one before, but I haven't had it happen too much. Implemented fixes to help properly track Warzone wins. That's good. I don't think I've run into any issues of not getting proper Warzone wins, but that would suck if that wasn't being tracked properly for you. Fixed a bug where players were unable to damage enemies with gunfire while on an ascender, and I think that's the zip lines. And I did notice you could sometimes you could shoot enemies while they're ziplining and it wouldn't damage them all, so I'm glad they fixed that. I can't believe it took them that long to fix it, though. Took them a whole season to fix it, actually. If a player has their mini-map set to not rotate, they will see inaccurate pings on the heartbeat sensor, and this has been fixed. I don't know why anybody would not have their minimap rotate with the direction they're in. That can get very confusing for the player, I think, but glad they fixed that nonetheless. Fixed a rare issue where the train supply boxes could vanish during longer rounds. Okay. On PC only, NVIDIA Reflex is now available in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, including Warzone, and will deliver latency improvements in GPU-intensive gaming scenarios on GeForce GTX 900s and higher. So I need to look into this. That's interesting. I do have a 2070 Super, RTX 2070 Super, so I want to look into that, and they improve more stability and performance, so that's good. That's all I have for the patch notes. I don't think that there's much else to go over. We do have some more information here. This is kind of stuff I've already gone over with the previous video. There's just some cool pictures here. So let me just make sure. You got some tournaments coming up. And yeah, some cool pictures, like I said. All right, so yeah, nothing really. Got some new music for your vehicles. I don't even have that. I have my music turned off, so even if I have the music on there, I can't hear it. And okay, yeah. It kind of talks about some of the other stuff I already talked about, so. Here's your sizes. This is important to note. Okay, so PlayStation, it's only at 19.3 gigabytes. Xbox, 22.66. PC, 57 gigabytes if you have the full game. 25 gigabytes if you're only a Warzone. You have compatibility packs here at different sizes. And that's about it. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I know it's a short one. Hopefully this explains a lot that's going on with Season 6. I will have more content coming out soon showing the subway trains, showing the armored Royale. I'm going to start leveling up these weapons as soon as possible so I can play with those. So if you do enjoy the video, please hit the like button. Also hit that sub button and the little bell icon so you can be notified the next time I post another video. I do stream on Twitch Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully the rest of this week I'll be doing a little more streaming than normal because we do have a Season 6 launch and I want to grind that out as quickly as possible. Alright guys, y'all have a good one.